Hi.
So y'all, greetings, welcome. I have my fucking laser pointer, and I have a whiteboard, and I have a bunch of knowledge within me that I am going to be sharing and expressing with y'all. Very helpful, this fucking laser pointer, dog. So, this is the Holy Trinity, as you're familiar with. The Father, the fucking Son, the Holy Ghost. This is Jesus, the body. This is Christ, the mind. All is mind. And then this is freaking train of thought, don't matter. Anyways, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven within you. Within you. This is within you. This is without you. We're gonna do right here. Forgive me. I knew not what I done. Okay. To God all things are possible. To man this is impossible. So inside and outside of what? What is this veil? The veil is you. Right here. The veil is you. And it's all you. We exist across 3 planes: mental, spiritual, physical. So over here, this is receiving. This is what you get. And you don't throw a fit because you only get what you give. Alright, it's not, oh, you get what you get, you don't throw a fit. No, you get what you gave, bitch. If you throw a fit and are reactive, and you are of the world, if your attitude is of the fucking world, and you're just trapped only on this perspective, only as the human, you are experiencing nothing but fate, predestined. Like, the decision was internal. You already made the decision in the dreamscape. It's too late now. Yeah. But you can, like, this is free will. Okay? This is freedom. Freedom itself. And this is the trap. They're both inevitable. You have the freedom to trap yourself in whichever fate of your all right, and it all comes from your unconscious. All right, if you do not become conscious of the unconscious, then the unconscious will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Because I know what I'm talking about. I'm a lot of things. I'm a lot of things. Oh, I'm a student. I'm a teacher. I'm a slave. I'm a master. I am paradox. I am both. I am both, or I am neither. It's what it is. So, there is only one truth. Alright, there is only one true self. Alright, this is the way. There's only one truth, but many lies. The lies aren't bad. The lies just, you can't see the truth. The truth is invisible. But if you could see the truth, then it would look like what is visible. And lies, because the truth is none of this is real. I am non-existent. Like I never was. And since eternal, this is eternity. Since eternal nothingness, this is nothing. I can't find the words whenever I'm, yeah. This is eternal nothingness. And it wants to exist. It wants to be something. You feel me? So I had to lie to myself. I had to ask a question, right? Who am I? Who am? Well, I'm the truth that I don't exist. And so then whenever you ask the answer within you, bro, the question, you have to be able to form the question. That's why you can't help anyone or save anyone before they're ready. Like, you can't be a teacher before, like, you can't appear before the student's fucking ready. Oh, that took me so long to find out, bro. But yeah, like, unfortunately, I'm on a different frequency. I'm on a different level. And y'all have to be able to catch up to me. Y'all have to be able to ask these questions, these scary questions that you think are scary. But whenever you take the leap of faith, the path appears as you walk it. You find out, like, there was nothing to fear except for the fear itself that was keeping you. You see, so fear is just misused faith. Fear is like subscribing or purchasing bad experiences. Faith is the price of admission, right? Faith is what creates things to surrender to. Fear creates things to be afraid of, right? But it's essentially just your belief. If you believe in good, then you align with infinite potential. But if you fear bad, then just, you have used your unlimited nature to limit yourself, because that's how limitless you are. So these are limits, and then these are less limits, limitless, and then this is unlimited. Never was any sort of limit. But this is time over here, right? This is limits, and this has boundaries. So there is a membrane to this bubble, right? And that is hell, since it's restricted. Are the lies bad? Is hell bad? No. These words have no meaning. They're just catalysts for my emotion, my tone, and the meaning that comes from here that I wish to attribute to these words. So heaven is not necessarily good or bad. Neither is this. They are both, or they are neither. Right, so this is the mind of the body, and this is the heart. Right? You need brain. Your mind is not in your brain. Your brain is in your mind. But when your brain and your heart are coherent and they are synchronized, that is whenever the physical experience will be aligned. Aligned with what? Your highest fulfillment. Highest fulfillment. All right? And living from the wish fulfilled, living from the end, having faith and knowing that, like, it's you versus you, bro. It's you versus you. This is the trueness of your being, and this is the mirror principle of reality, and then reality is just reflecting the internal changes. The internal changes that you've made are reflected as external experiences. And so this life in itself is the journey of introspection. You're only ever falling into the infinite abyss, into the void of infinite potential. Right? Your attitude is the generative principle. We're turning our imaginations into memories via our attitude. This is your emotional attachments to what fantasy you are entertaining. It could be a dream or a nightmare. Whatever you look at, whether it be bad or good, is what you will see. If you want to quit seeing bad, then stop looking at the bad. This is the place that you're looking from. All of this, what you are looking at, but what you seek is where you're looking from, because it's all within you. It's all guaranteed. That desire is not a wanting. That desire is like a sign or like a hint of its promised land, of its guaranteed. Because this is infinite timelines within you. This is like a forest, and you're exploring this forest, and it's already explored. Like, there's game trails all throughout this forest. Animals been walking and stuff, and you're just exploring, walking through it. The path forks ahead. There are always two futures. You say yes or you say no. Okay, and that's your free will. That's your decision. And so the path forks ahead. God always opens two doors when you close one door, when you release the past. Right? So this path forking ahead of you, yeah, you got to be able to close this door. You got to actually be walking away from the past and into the future. But yeah, all of these paths, whenever it forks, if you say yes instead of saying no, your consciousness splits. And you do go and walk down both of those potentials, both of those possibilities. But what are you choosing to take your awareness down this time? Okay, this is one timeline. This is all the timelines. And you're choosing which one to embody. This is embodiment. An emotional state is you embodying the mental state. So you have to cultivate an attitude that matches the gratitude that you wish to have. Type shit. So silence, sound, light. This is the electromagnetic spectrum. That as simple as can be. These are unconscious brainwaves, alert, conscious brainwaves. So this is the gaseous state, the liquid state, solid state. Nothing is solid. It's a lie. Right? The light is only 0.03 of the spectrum. So the majority of reality is happening here in these two invisible planes of existence. So you cannot see this. It's completely invisible. Completely invisible. It's not real. You can't hear the silence. It's complete stillness. This is the changeless. It's always here. You're always in heaven. In silence. But it's the echoes of that silence. So you can't see sound either. Like, it's invisible. The majority of life is invisible. There's more than meets the eye. These are your two eyes that are receiving. Where is it? That are receiving the hologram. Oh no, receiving is somewhere fucking here, bro. And then I guess finding. Oh, I did erase it. Okay, but yeah, two eyes here, and then the one eye. Or I guess this is the heart. This could be the pineal. It don't really matter too much. It's portals from the unseen to the seen. All right, calling the unseen as though it is seen. We're making the infinite into finite. Via observation, we collapse the wave function into particle form. That's the ocean and the drop. Where is it? Drops, the ocean and the drop. But yeah, so you can't see sound, but you can see how the sound affects the shit that you can see. Like the loud subwoofer that is shaking the car window. Okay, someone screams in your ear. You can't see the sound, but you can see how it affects what you can see. So a person's truth, who someone truly is best defined by their effect on the world. Okay, so this is all about self-mastery, which is already done. You've already mastered yourself, especially if you're still watching this video. This is the slave mind, victim mindset. There's nothing wrong with that. We're not trying to kill the ego. The ego is the mirror, is the reflection. The ego is the whole point. It can be the enemy if it's programmed, if the subconscious formation of this motherfucker is programmed negatively, then the ego is the enemy. It is you versus you. But the ego is also your best friend. No one loves you more than you, and that's actually the whole point. We are trying to reform the ego, being transformed by the renewing of our mind. And this is the transformative properties, the generative principles. You're projecting your internal simulations. So in the dreamscape, this is timeless. It's timeless. You have all the time in the world to run as many simulations as you can possibly conceive. So this is conceive, this is believe, and this is achieve. And so you run all these simulations, you pull something out from the ether. This is the fucking ether. This is earth, and then this is heart, earth. It's all really interchangeable. But what's being projected, what's being generated, should be something new. Should be a new future. And then it's projected as the hologram, so you can now see the simulation. You can see the code. You can see the software being projected through the fucking hardware onto the screen of space, the screen of effects. And this is the causal plane. And so, yes, we're living in a simulation that some God is orchestrating, right? But I and the Father are one. I and the Father are one. People who don't want you to wield that birth fucking right. People who don't want you to claim that you know who you are they themselves still healing. It's not your job to help them directly. It is your job to lead by example. That's the only way you can help people, is by helping yourself and being selfish. But if you're always selfless, like everybody expects you to be, then you are drained, bro. You're drained. Let thy cup overfloweth. So, yeah, you, where you place your blame is where you place your power. So if you blame anything that you see in the external with your five senses, then you're giving your power away. And so you experience it as weakness. But no, be still and know who I am. This is who I am. You are also who I am, whether you are conscious of this unconscious knowing or not. So, if you are always asleep, what it means to be woke, what it means to be woke is awaking from, this is the illusion of Maya, the dream, and then you turn your awareness inward instead of having your awareness always of the fucking world. Like, where attention goes, energy flows, right? So when you pay attention to yourself, that's when energy flows to you. When you give love to yourself, that is when the world, which is also you, begins to flood you with that love that you already gave yourself. But if you wait for that love out here because you feel like you can't do it yourself, which is a lie, right? Everything's a lie. Just choose the lies that serve you and benefit you, dog. And the lies that serve and benefit you are in alignment with the truth. So, 22 minutes. I'm steamrolling, bro. I'm trailblazing. Right, I'm forging the path. That's the whole thing. I forgot the analogy about the forest and the timelines and stuff, right? So when you look at your past, when you change the way that you look at things, the things that you look at change. So you can't necessarily change what happened, right? But you can change how you react or how you respond to what has happened. So what has happened was a failure, a mistake. But if you keep looking at it as a mistake, then if you look at that memory as a mistake, then that event will prevent you from imagining a future of success. Like, because you still see this past memory as bad, then you can only imagine things that are bad because it takes one to know one. Like, you can't see in the future goodness if you don't see in your past goodness. This is inner shadow light work. This is healing the inner child, all this shit, bro. And so when you forgive the people who did you wrong in your memories and you see it differently, then you release that grudge, and it has nothing to do with them. This is for your eyes only. You don't have to apologize to them, say thank you, say sorry. They don't need to. This is all energetic in the mind. And they will be affected by this cord cutting. But you release them with love. You say, I forgive you, but that doesn't mean I have to let you back in my life. Right? Not only did I give you a first chance, not only did I give you a second chance, but I'm not gonna give you a third one, bro. I can't do myself this disservice. So yeah. You forgive all these people, you release the anchors, and it frees you to ascend. You ascend all this shit. You freed up your emotion. Like, you not accepting and embracing inevitable pain creates suffering, and you only bring it with you. But if you feel that pain out to its completion, then, and you release it, you let it go, then boom, right? Like that, once you accept that pain, that inevitable pain, then it becomes pleasure, then it becomes beauty. But this pain is really just not even pain, right? It's all about the meaning and the definitions that we have of things. Yeah, I'm not really fucking with that sound. Anyways, I am fucking with that sound. That's a lie. Oh, but it's true. Anywho, wherever you wanna go. Yeah, moderate. It's all about moderation. Even like words aren't bad, right? Drugs aren't bad, right? Water is not bad, right? Air is not bad, but too little and too much of a good thing is bad. Oh yeah. So drugs in correct moderation, it's okay. It's you explored within yourself and discovered that potential in the dreamscape, and that had to be reflected by the delivery system of the drug, had to reflect your internal shifts, right? So this is the drugs and the substances are modalities. All right, they are not be all end all, right? And then you'd have the symptoms, or you'd have the, shit that is actually of what. So you don't depend on the external substances and shit. You don't depend on the messenger. You depend on the message, not the listener, but you focus on the word, the voice. In the beginning, where is beginning? I know I have it, yeah. In the beginning was the word. The word is silence. Word is thought. In the beginning was the word. And the word was God. The word was, that silence was actually sound. That invisibility was also sound. And so then the word became flesh, right? The word was with God. The Son is with God. Jesus is with Christ. All right, but I of myself can do nothing. It's the Father whose works are being done here, bitch. So whenever you trust the process, right? If you really trust the process, well then you don't need the process anymore. Like all of this doesn't even matter. I don't even want this. I already have this within me. I already am that. Right? This body, right? This human that I am is actually 0.03% of I am actually everything except this human. Except for me. Right? I am the consciousness that is animating the avatar. Right? But this is lifeless. This is meaningless. This is life. This is meaning. And let me clarify, there is no death. There is no death. There is no end. Energy, where is it? Energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed. What that means is that eternity, you, the internal, eternal, Eternity cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed. So you are not born and you will not die. You will only transform. So before your human was that form, was that fractalization, half of you was in your mom, the feminine, half of you was in your dad, the masculine. Both halves of you came together, right? If I'm a man. If I alone wanted to create something, I could not. I would have to join forces with my feminine half or with another feminine counterpart, and together, both of us together gain the power of God. The power of God, of teamwork, dream work. This is the thing, right? God is Adam and Eve, and God is the devil. But the devil is not God. I mean, and that's the paradox. It's not a contradiction. It's not evil. Evil is ignorance. And you can stay there and stay looking at separation and duality. But the truth is, there's only one truth. It's all about oneness. Oneness. See, there's that half, but they're together. And this is reality. You can't even fucking see it. You can only be that shit. Do that shit, bro. I live, get how I'm living, all these things. So the second coming of Christ, right? This is Jesus, that's Christ. Together, Jesus Christ, the Holy Ghost was put in the Virgin, and that Holy Ghost was the fucking Jesus, which is Jesus Christ, both them bitches. So the second coming of that motherfucker this is where it all begins. This is the decision that you made. You look in here, and so you see it out here. And so this is the beginning. You plant the seed, and then it starts sprouting roots and stuff, and does it shit. Your order that you just planted is being fulfilled, or is fulfilled, because this desire is not a possibility. This desire is a guarantee. It's all guaranteed, right? You can do so much of whatever the fuck that you want. You can even say that you can't do whatever you want, and so then you won't be able to do whatever the fuck it is that you want. And so it's your wish is fulfilled now. Your wish is the command itself. It's not a desire. If you think that desire is of separation, then yeah, right? If this seed, if this seed that you plant is, in some distant future that I am not one with, right? But you ultimately are one with. If this seed is, in some future that I'm separate with, let's say 2 days, right? That seed, that order is going to be fulfilled. It's going to sprout into visibility so you can experience it. And when if you plant corn, you get corn. You plant something that it has the exact, you can't get an apple from that kernel. So when it sprouts, it will manifest as, in 2 days. You've got it. In 2 days, you've got it. So if you always put it off in some separate future, then yeah. But if you know that the future is within you, here, right now, then, what was I saying? This fucking seed, yeah, of being of the future. The seed that you plant has to be the imagination of, presently, I have this desire. And so then that will be fulfilled. And whenever it finally does sprout, it will sprout as presently I have it. And so You just have to know that that's how it works. And don't let the echoes of old, right? This is silence echo. Hey, don't let the echoes of old convince you that what you can't see is not real. What you can't see is fucking real, bro. This is magic, and this is science, and this is the remembrance. This is learning, reminding ourselves that what magic and how it fucking works. This is the process, bro. Oh, I don't know how someone could look at this and not have instantaneous enlightenment, dog. But yeah, it's all about balance, right? So you need the knowledge and the wisdom. It's not all about the acquisition of knowledge. You also need to be able to apply this knowledge. Knowledge applied is wise, is wisdom. And when you never learn something that you don't know. Like, you can know something but not understand it. Your learning or your research is just understanding what you already knew. And it's trippy as shit, bro. But I am a practitioner of the application of this knowledge. This is esoteric, inward. This is exoteric, outward. Like, it's all just the same shit over and over and over again. But as I was forming these trinities, is what I call them, pairs of threes or trinities, right? And they all follow the same shit. There's archetypes, symbols. It's timeless fucking sacred geometrical shit. The mind is of shapes and geometry. The spirit is of letters. And the letters are the messenger, the deliverance. But themselves are neutral. The fucking what was I saying? What is fucking neutral? The damn by this point you should know where I'm going and be able to fill in those words by yourself. I know you can. I believe in you. Oh. So what are you ignoring? What are you ignoring, and why are you ignoring it? If you can just give it the attention that it needs, like if you shy away from the future because of what could go wrong, then you miss out on what could go right. And the future is always better than what you thought it was going to be. It's never as bad or worse than you thought it was going. Actually, it can't be worse than what you thought it was going to be if you give it so much fear. If you buy into it with so much kind of creeping around, being timid and shit. Like look, a pet, right? A little pet, a little friend, a little pal. The pet is here to love. All these dogs, cats, these little gerbils, all this shit. Gerbils, what the hell? Squids and shit. Those are lovers. Those are friends. Okay? Where was I fucking going with this? Pets, yeah. The pets, we're supposed to be here to love the pets. But whenever you come up against a fucking pet, right? A pet, little dog's crawling, and you're trying to like love the motherfucker and it just runs away. Oh. That makes me so mad. Like, you treat the neutral me, if you treat me like a fucking monster, like It's okay to be a monster. It's okay to be a demon. Okay to be an angel, bro. It's both. Both or neither. Demon hand, the Buddha heart. Shihingi. All this shit, man. All this shit, man. This is the source. This is the force. This is metaphysics. This is physics. Magic. Science. Science is the study of magic. If y'all cannot connect those dots. Trying to see if there's anything that I missed. That matters. Yes. It's as above, so below, as within, so without. As it is in heaven, so shall it be on earth. So damn it, yeah. I keep losing my train of thought. You know what it is. And like this dog, if you're still here, like this shit, bro. Sub on this shit, bro. I deserve it. Why? Because I know my worth. So do you. We can only perceive each other because we resonate. Our frequencies align. You cannot infringe upon someone else's free will. You can if you try and force it, but you don't have to hex or cast spells or any shit like that. All you have to do is use your free will to imagine and switch to a timeline where they, of their own free will, have just so happened magically to have changed their mind also. And then they will come to you because you are the source. This is magnetic, this is electric. And so you're just going about shit the wrong way. But if you always think that, then yeah. But you've always been doing things correctly. Babies got to fall and they're teaching themselves how to walk. Like, baby don't fucking need no parent, bro. Baby don't need no parent, bro. We ain't marsupials no more, fam. You 10-year-old on YouTube making millions. Shut the fuck up, bro. But look, the things that other people are doing should not make you envy or jealous of them. They're just showing you what is possible. Alright? The consciousness behind your eyes, your human's eyes, is the same consciousness behind everyone else's eyes. So you literally have done what they have done before in the timeless realm as them. But if you see separation in that, then all right. So if how you treat people, if you do not treat them like they are your past life, then they will become your next life. If you do someone dirty, then whenever you're walking in their shoes, you will experience that, because that is you. That is your energy on both sides, the giver and the receiver, one human to other human. Well, so you treat others how you would want to be treated because you are others. Because there are no others. Like, conceptualize this shit, bro. So, You don't need to see any evidence. Faith is evidence of the unseen. You just this is what you see, what you're looking at, right? And your attitude is the generative principle. So if you let what you see with your five senses, if you let that affect your attitude, well then you just regenerate that of what you see, because your attitude is of the world. But if your attitude matches what you know yourself to be, then the wise remain the same in pleasure and in pain. The world can give you pleasure and pain. And if you let the world make you feel happy, you also let the world, you're giving it permission to make you feel bad too, because you've given it the power to make you feel any type of way, right? So with any divine counterpart, with any lover that you meet, what was I saying? Something about love, how you treat other people, and then how you treat yourself. No, how you treat other people. That's how you want to be treated, because you are in their shoes, whatever. And then, I mean, fuck, bro. I know my shit, dude. I dove into hell. I, from the timeless, descended into time. And I saw no demons. I saw no hell. And what the fuck's this about? All I can see is heaven, because it takes one to know one. Resonant frequencies and shit. And so, like, you really have to be self-aware enough to be able to catch yourself whenever you are casting shade at someone in traffic. Like, it's such a small thing, but like, that's literally on you, man. This is cause. This is effect. This is karma. That's all it is. That's all it is. Karma is not some external power. God is not some external power. Power God's within you. God's name is I am who I am. Using God's name in vain is saying I am a piece of shit. I am only a limitation. I am poor. I am sick. That's using God's name in vain. But let the weak say I am strong. See, using God's name in vain is saying I am weak. Using God's name appropriately is saying I am strong. Always was. The world is perfect. If you cannot with your two eyes see that perfection in the world, it is your perspective that is flawed. And it comes from here, bro. Like, this is all you have to blame. This is the source. This is who you are. Believe you have received it. This is believe you have received it. And then you shall receive it. If you can believe that you have already been blessed, when you believe that, then you will be able to receive it. You have to be able to align your body and its emotional state. You have to be able to align this with that. Align the emotional state with the mental state. That is believing you have received it. You have to be able to saturate your subconscious and convince yourself that this is the truth. That this is the truth, bro. What I do? I tell no lies, bro. I tell no lies. This is the infinite storehouse. This is the supply. It's already here. You already have infinite supply. You're made in the image of God. God is a creator, so you are creative. And so your generative principle is your creative principle. Build it, and then they will come. Be it, and then you will see it. And so y'all are waiting for the demand, chasing all of the trends, hopping on bandwagons, jumping through hoops, doing dumb shit. You're monkeys in a circus. Monkeys in a circus, bro. If you're waiting for the demand, waiting for the opportunity, no, you are the opportunity. You're waiting for luck. No, you are the luck. See, luck is being in the right place at the right time. Right? No! Luck. You're always lucky. You're always in the right place at the right time. Whenever you experience unluckiness, it's because you're ignorant of the fact that you are in the right place at the right time. But when you're aware that you're in the right place at the right time, that's whenever you experience the luck. It's just your awareness of being in the right place at the right time all the time that fades back and forth, and that's why you experience luck and unluckiness. But you have to get out ahead of it and stop getting caught and distracted with all this momentum and chaos. Peace is already here. It's the floor underneath the clutter and chaotic clothes, all the dirty clothes. But once you pick up all the dirty clothes and get rid of the past, that's whenever the peace that's always been here reveals itself. You gotta stay the course. You gotta stay the course. It's in the middle way. The middle way. This is the narrow path. The journey less traveled. This is going off of the beaten path that's already been explored, but like technically you can't do that. But this is, I guess, these timelines are the beaten past. You're just etching them out. Like this is your habits. These are your one-time actions, and this is why you're even fucking doing all that shit. And you're forming ruts. You're forming trails on your brain, which are wrinkles in your brain, and you're itching those fucking wrinkles. You're scratching those itches on your fucking brain, bro. And so you have to become familiar with neuroplasticity. Plastic can be any shape. Liquid can fill any vase. But you're not only the vase. You can become one with the vase and flow through it and be awesome with the shit, but yeah, I'm gonna end it right there. Be well, see well. Be love, see love. I'm sorry that it's your fault. You're welcome that I thank you for being here. I was watching this happen. I was listening. I was channeling your message. But it's your message that you sent to yourself through our agreed upon delivery system, which is me. So I was like listening and kind of transcribing, but you were speaking. You were speaking. You asked these questions. So, thank you.